Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy Monday. Usually, a Monday comes with a standard case of the Mondays, but not this particular Monday, because tonight we got NHL playoffs starting. And we got 2 games in the East, 2 games in the West. Game ones, though, they're a wild ride. They're usually not indicative of the way that the series goes. Like I've been telling you how long now about Tampa. Everything's been Tampa, Stanley Cup Tampa, round 1 Tampa. But not tonight, not game 1. You're not going to see me taking Tampa with one of my bets, because these game ones, you have a crazy amount of energy that gets exerted by these home crowds, and then the team feeds off it, so you never truly know how these game ones are going to go. In fact, last year, Tampa, in round 1, they were down 5-3 in the third in game 1 against Florida. So yeah, they came back using the power play, but we can't rely on Toronto giving them a bunch of third period power plays tonight. Then in round 2, it was 1-1 in the third in their game 1, and Nedeljkovic letting a cheap goal. So yeah, they won those 2, but then they lost game 1 against the Islanders. Game 1, I always used to, I kind of just watch how it goes. You need to see. There's so many variables. You don't know. The Kings haven't been in the playoffs in 5 years. How are they going to be on the road in Edmonton tonight? You got a team like Edmonton who's furious that they got swept last year. So are they going to come out guns blazing? It's the Wild West during game 1. So what I'm going to try to do is pick my spots tonight. And then you're going to see me tomorrow, or on Wednesday rather, for the game 2s. Once I see how these goes, I can get a better indication of how those games go to bet on standard money lines for the game in one night. But tonight you're gonna get some weird bets out of me. So Tampa, like I said, I can't trust them. However, they are so good, it's not like I feel comfortable taking Toronto. So give me Brayden Point with a power play assist tonight at plus. I'm sorry, not power play assist, just a regular assist. Regular assist. So if it comes on the power play, you're fine. If it comes 5-on-5, you're fine at plus 170. Because the way I look at, if it's a low scoring game, if it's one of those random Tampa 2-1 games, because they do get in a ton of those, he's very likely to be in on the goal. Just look at the last 2 postseasons. Or if they're taking a beating and Toronto has an offensive output, you know, those third period random goals, Point's likely to get in on one of them. So give me Brayden Point with an assist tonight for plus 170. A lot of my bets tonight, I think they center around this one game, because there's a variable that allows me to center all my bets around, and that's the Bruins-Canes game. And we all know that I insult those Hurricanes. But all my bets tonight center around Mr. Pyotr Kochetkov, the third-string goalie that the Canes are going to be marching out there tonight. So tonight, I'm thinking that the Hurricanes are going to try to do what they can. They were the number 1 defensive team in the NHL. So when you have a goalie in there like that, you are going to do everything at all costs to protect the front of the net, make sure the Bruins don't get any cheap goals. That makes me think this is going to be one of these low-scoring games, like when Washington opened up the series versus Boston last season, and there was a 2-1. I believe the first 2 games were both unders. So if you'd like, you can take the under. I'm okay with that, the under 5.5. And I know people would get scared because all the other over-unders are 6.5 or 6. 5.5. There's a reason it's at 5.5. And I do think the max that this game ends up is 3-2. But that's not even my bet. My bet is the puck line / total goals line. Give me the Bruins at plus 1.5 with the under 5.5 goals at plus 155. That's my actual bet for this game. But if you feel comfortable taking the Bruins, I believe I saw them at minus 102 on FanDuel Sportsbook, minus 105 on BetMGM. And by the way, speaking of BetMGM, if you go to BetMGM and bet $10 on any NBA game, and if either team of that NBA game hits a three-pointer, then you win $200. So either click the link in the video that you should see down below, or use the promo code OddsShopper, and that's going to claim your $200. Now remember, one team of those 2 in that game hits a 3 and you get $200. I mentioned this yesterday, but if you partake in that particular promo and you lose and neither team hits a 3, you have to reevaluate who you are, send your story to National Geographic. You are haunted. You are one of those haunted people who should be on Unsolved Mysteries. So back to the Bruins game. So I do like the Bruins in this game, and you're not going to get many chances in any playoff series or a game 1 to get a third-string goalie in his 4th pro start in a huge playoff game against a team that's dominated the Hurricanes in the past 2 times, over the past 2 times they played them in the playoffs. Also within that game, give me a Brad Marchand power play point. How's that for some alliteration? Brad Marchand with a power play point. Yeah, give me Brad Marchand with a power play point at plus 220, kid. And my bonus pick on that game, and don't hold me to this. This is like, if you use that promo code and lose that 3-point promo, the opposite of that would be if you pick the correct final score. So that's what I'm going to give you. So if someone's smiling down on me tonight, my bonus pick is the correct score, Bruins 2-1. Bruins 2-1. You can do it before overtime, which nets you like plus 2,800, or you can do it with overtime included, which gets you plus 1,700. Those are pretty big payouts if you ask me, regardless. I guess the question really is, how greedy are you? You ever in one of those scenarios? Like I was just in it when I was looking to see if I wanted to put like $20 on that. Do I want to do Bruins 2-1 before overtime? It's like a junkie. Like, you want some of this? You want plus 2,800, or do you want that with overtime included with plus 1,700? It's like a test, because if you take the plus 2,800, the plus 1,700 one's gonna hit. So you know what? Do that. Do it with overtime. Don't be greedy. Take the plus 1,700 Bruins. Correct final score 2-1, but don't put a lot on it. That's a wild bet. That's just a bonus one. But my last real bet, I'm gonna go out to the West Coast for that Oilers-Kings game. The Kings haven't been in the playoffs in 5 years. You never know what you're gonna see out of a team, especially on the road in a raucous environment. I always love that word, a raucous environment, and that's what you're gonna get in Edmonton tonight for certain. Edmonton got swept last year by Winnipeg, and they are not too pleased about that still, and I really think they want to come out and have a strong start, which is why I'm taking the Oilers first period money line. So the Oilers essentially to win the first period, give me that at plus 130, and that's what I'm doing. And I would not be upset if you want to take either of the big 2 in terms of McDavid or Draisaitl with either a point, a power play point, a goal. Any of those are fine by me. But as far as my bets are concerned, give me the Bruins-Canes puck line / total goals, Bruins plus 1.5 with the under 5.5. Give me a Brayden point assist. Give me a Brad Marchand power play point. And then give me the Oilers first period money line at plus 130. I know those are relatively obscure, relatively bizarre, and you're like, wait, what about that Blues game? I don't know. That's one of those series. I need information. I need data. To see. No, really, I just need to see how the flow of these series goes. How's Minnesota, who had a fantastic season, had a good effort in the postseason last? Are they going to take natural strides? I saw St. Louis get swept in the playoffs last year. So who am I going to see? Am I going to see the cup-winning Blues, or am I going to see the got swept in the first round Blues? That's a game I need to put on my Monopoly monocle and take a look at and see what the hell these people are doing out there. All of these games, I need to see how they take shape, because the playoffs are a different sport. If you watch regular season hockey, it just looks different. It's officiated different. Everything's different, and you need to kind of feel the energy. Happy playoffs, and I'll be back with you tomorrow, hopefully with a half smile on my face. A crooked Harvey Dent two-faced smile. I will see you guys then. Have a good one. Take it easy. This is that weird time where we're going to put some cards up, and I'm just going to be a guy sitting here.